benign parent of the human race who had favored the American people. He never mentioned God directly, though. After he had finished, all the officials walked over to St. Paul's Chapel, where the Senate chaplain, the Episcopalian Samuel Provoost, would hold the service. And so, the political class of this new, somewhat peculiar country set off, and two Muhlenbergs went along. Frederick had been elected to the first Congress along with his older brother Peter. The balance of power had begun to shift, if ever so slightly. No one could afford anymore to exclude the Germans who had been scrutinized and shunned for so long. Just as in the following decades and centuries, more and more groups would be welcomed under the guiding principle that, once formulated, could never be taken back again, that all men are created equal. In reality, in 1789, there was still a great deal of inequality, as well as numerous relics of the past. But the promise was out there. We, the people. This was it, right? The key message of the American Revolution. Redemption would no longer come from above, no matter how often the Americans would choose paternal rulers like Washington, or how often they would pray to the Almighty on Sundays. The pursuit of happiness and of a better world now lay in the hands of the people down here on earth, and those they chose from among themselves. For the moment, though, everyone seemed relieved to be able to follow a towering figure who, with all his contradictions, embodied this country maybe quite well. Washington, a giant of his time who humbled himself in his quiet rhetoric, Washington, the owner of hundreds of slaves who might have had reservations about the institution but never freed any of them during his lifetime. This shining leader with the rotten teeth and a strange nation, where despite everything, quite a few things were already possible. Here, after all, already in 1789, a non-English immigrant with an odd German accent had just been elected into a high federal office.